are set to take place, which is set to take place on Saturday in Mombasa, and are already in top gear. Opposition leader Raila Odinga yesterday met with a section of coast governors. But as the region gets ready for the meeting, there's still questions on what reforms the region will be expecting. Our reporter Francis Mtalaki is this morning speaking to a political analyst. Mtalaki, it's great to see you. Even as you speak to the analyst, what exactly do Mombasa residents want to come out from this BBI?
Well, a very good morning, Zizi. A number of things that residents of Mombasa and the coast region, because this is a meeting that is set to put forward the declaration from the coast region, the 6 counties that will be represented with their leaders, and a number of residents that have been received information that they will be coming to Mombasa, and already some of the leaders in this region, specifically those who are at the local level, MCAs, and having a proposal and saying that governors from the 6 counties need to come together, converge a meeting before Saturday, so as to have a consensus on what are the issues that will be going to be discussed, how are they going to be presented. But before we continue with the interview with a political analyst, maybe we can listen to what Shimolatewa MCA, Honorable Sami Ndago, had to say with regard to Saturday's meeting that is scheduled for Mombasa.
The BBI team should come out and tell Kenyans kwamba ni kweli tunaenda kwa rally ya BBI Bukungu, tunaenda kwa rally ya BBI Karisamaita Grounds, ama tunaenda Mombasa, kutolewa ile ratiba. Kila Mkenya aione, iwe kwa gazeti, ya kwamba siku fulani tutakuwa mahali fulani na tutakuwa na watu fulani, viongozi wa kisiasa, viongozi wa kidini mnaalikwa. Hiyo itakuwa kwa ni tume huru ya BBI imetualika, tuende tukasikize ama tukapeane maoni yetu, rather than kuitwa na mwanasiasa. Mwanasiasa akikuita atapendekeza yale yake anayoyataka yeye, na tutasema hapo tume ya BBI haina uwazi na hakuna usawa, hakuna uwakilishi sawa. Hata sisi watu wa pwani tusipige kelele tukaanza kurukia BBI ya kwamba tunampenda baba ama tunapenda Joe, tunapenda Kingi, tunapenda nani. Ni tukae chini tuwapatie mapendekezo yetu. Tumechoka, mashamba kila siku tunafukuzwa kama wanyama katika ardhi zetu. Ni lazima tukae chini tupeane mapendekezo yetu, na hii imwendee Governor Kingi, imwendee Governor Joe. Wakae na viongozi wa pwani kwanza kabla BBI haijakuja. Tukae chini, tujipange, tupewe nafasi tuzungumze. Sisi ndio tuko na maoni ya mwananchi mashinani. Sio ile BBI ya kuletwa na watu wazungumze yao kabla kuzungumza.
Well, that was Shimolatewa MCA Honorable Sami Ndago speaking on with regard to BBI Saturday's meeting that is scheduled to Mombasa, in Mombasa. And right, I want to bring in Maimuna Mwidao, who is a political analyst and a resident from the coast region. Maybe what do you make of this Saturday's meeting that is set to have a declaration for the coast region in terms of the BBI?
Thank you, Mtalaki. I think the Saturday meeting is an event that will mobilize the whole of the leadership in Coast Province. And it's similar to what has happened in Western Province, in Bukungu. The leadership needs to come together and support the initiative of the government to find a lasting solution for the myriad of problems that are facing our country. So I think the Saturday meeting will actually show how many leaders in Coast Province have come together to support the BBI process.
But also, when we're seeing some of the leaders, and especially from the local, from the wards, urging the governors, specifically Governor Ali Hassan Johan Kingi, who are seen to be in the front line with this meeting, because yesterday they met the opposition leader, urging them that you need to convene a meeting so that we understand when you're going to Mombasa at Mamangina grounds, what will be presented before anything.
I think that is a good move by the MCA, calling on all the leadership to converge before the rally on Saturday. And the reason for that is probably they want to make sure that they have a common voice They understand the issues that are going to be raised, and that as a coast region, they stand together. So I think as leaders, it is important that they first meet and agree on the issues they want to address. Maybe they might have an opinion on any one of the 9 items on the BBI list. They might want to emphasize on a particular agenda. So it is important, and it is very good that some of the leaders can come out and say, why don't we sit and deliberate and see what is it that we want to go and address as coast leaders.
And speaking a matter that the coast region would want to address, maybe on your point, what maybe are some of the critical issues that you would expect to be delivered in that meeting?
Based on the 9 points of BBI, I think it is important that the coast leaders address the issue of devolution that affects the whole country. Inclusivity is very important. I think as a region we feel marginalized at the different levels, and once we have a strategy that will bring about some sort of restructuring at the national level, I think it is important that the leadership also emphasize that they must be represented as a region, because for many years since independence, the coast region has never really been represented at the highest level. So it is important for the leaders to come out clearly and say that we actually want to make sure that inclusivity is seen and it's done as has been recommended, and issues of devolution have been tackled, especially in terms of resources. They need to support that. Increase in resources to the devolution will actually assist the regions to be more developed. The issue of tribalism, they need to emphasize on that so that this problem does not continue after the BBI initiative is approved in the referendum. And they need to come out very clearly. If they have problems that can be sorted out, that can be negotiated, and then the coast region can move as a region in one. Yeah.
And also some of the issues that are coming up is the land issue. Many are saying that we also have some economic benefits when you look at the coconut. Those are the issues that some of the leaders and residents are agitating for. Are these within the BBI or they are outside?
I think some of those issues of inclusivity include economic development, political involvement. Some of them have been tackled in the Constitution, but it doesn't hurt to raise the issue of coconut industry. It doesn't hurt to raise the issue of cashew nuts, because those are issues that can be tackled in a different forum, but it is good to also to raise them, that we do have an industry that has not been given any kind of support, and that they should demand part of being inclusive is not just in the political arena, but also in the economic aspect of it.
When you speak to a number of residents, they tell you that those who are agitating for the BBI and the front line are second-time governors, and as much as maybe they are looking for something better after 2022, then how do you create that balance that they have their share and the residents also feel that yes, they have been able to receive what they need?
I think there's absolutely nothing wrong if a second-term governor push forwards for an alternative leadership or position, or wanting to continue to play a part in the development of a country. So whatever they will be trying to push for, maybe to the benefit of a particular county, but the country at large will definitely benefit. Because as second-term governors, it doesn't stop them from pursuing any other position. I think they may not be able to pursue for the governor's position, but they may be able to pursue at a different level. And I don't see anything wrong with it. It doesn't mean if you finish your term, then you are not useful to the country. They're still useful to the country. They have a lot of experience. They can work in various sectors and play a role in the development of the country. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
And lastly, maybe when you look at the two meetings, the regional meetings that have happened, Kisii and Western, how different should Mombasa now look forward in terms of rectifying maybe some of the mistakes that are done in Bukungu and Kisii?
I'm not sure if there were mistakes in those two rallies, but maybe Mombasa should be a bit more different. Try to address the issues in the report. instead of just politicking, instead of doing the normal rallies where everybody talks against the other and responding to issues that are not pertaining to the report. Stick to the report, educate the public, tell them what it's all about, what is your stand on specific issues, and what kind of recommendations you put forward. So let's not make it just a political rally. Let's make it a rally where you educate the public so that we know as Coast people we stand by point 1, 2, 3, and the reason for it is A, B, C, D. So I think it should be different in the sense that let's educate the public and talk about the report and not just discussing that we are passing a report without knowing exactly what we are passing.
Thank you so much. Maimuna Midao speaking to us in Mombasa with regard to the BBI meeting that is scheduled for Saturday at Mamangina grounds. And we'll be keeping you posted on what is happening here. Various sentiments are being shared by various political leaders and also religious leaders with regard to Saturday's meeting. Well, will there be a meeting before Saturday? That we'll wait to see what is happening with the course of this week. Back to you, Zinzi.